The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the podcasters and any guests and do not reflect the views, thoughts, and opinions of any of the sponsorships or affiliates of thereof.
You are now tuned to the Lake Talk with your host, G Daddy Funk. The Lake Talk.
What's up, everybody? As you can tell, G Daddy Funk is out of town. He's on vacation. So right now it's just me, the real Ruby, and Fonzie.
Hey, what's up? And of course, don't forget our special guest.
Our special guest. I thought we was gonna bring him in a little later.
Whoa. Let's bring in John right now because he's been on the pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
snap.
I mean, this guy doesn't need a lot of, you know what I mean? Introduction.
Yeah.
So this is John Bump Time Bryant.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
Hey,
What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
What's
man.
Not
going
much,
on?
man. It's
We're
good to see you.
We're glad to have you here today, bro.
Hey, thank
Right.
you, man.
Definitely,
It's
man.
been a minute.
It's been what? Since my pro debut.
It was what, 6 fights ago?
Yeah, 6 fights ago.
Six
yeah.
fights ago.
Yes,
6-0, bro. 6-0.
Yeah.
In a year and a half.
Yeah, in a year and a half.
Because like most fighters, fight maybe once or twice a year, right?
Yeah.
You're fighting at least more than 3 times a year.
Yeah, we trying to get 6 again
You're
this
up
year.
there.
This year, 6 to
Damn.
8 fights.
Impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, bro, because what's it called? Last time we spoke, you were going through, you told us your story.
Yeah.
And it was a crazy story. And as a matter of fact, I admire you for you elevating,
Yeah,
pivoting.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? From where you started. It's all about growth. So, but yeah, man, glad you're here. And we're going to talk, to you about, everything that's going on and has been going on with you. But, yeah, what's going on, man? Have you been tuning in to any local music artists?
No. Recently, no, not nothing local. I've been to like a little local dance stuff.
Okay.
No local stuff, man.
Yeah.
No local stuff.
You
so.
get down like that too?
Yeah,
dance?
I do. I
Okay.
do.
All right. Well, what's your favorite genre to dance to?
Bro, hip hop, man.
Hip-hop?
I like
Okay.
b-boy stuff.
B-boy.
B-boy
Oh,
stuff.
shit, okay.
So,
I didn't know you had moves like that,
Yeah,
man.
you
we
break
rock.
dance?
A little bit.
Hey, we might have to have break dance and stuff for the
Pacific
camera.
Northwest,
Fonzie
baby.
does a good robot.
Yeah, that's
We got a couple guys that break dance in the
Yeah,
gym.
in the
Oh,
gym.
okay.
Hey,
Like compete even.
Yeah, heck yeah.
that's what's up.
As you
man.
guys can also hear, we have a couple people here, right? We're gonna
Yes.
introduce them all as we get to it. But right now we got as you guys heard, we have
Joe Bish,
Joe Bish,
the Coach Joe Bish.
Coach
Yes.
Joe Bish.
Yes,
sir.
how you doing?
I'm great, man. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Love it.
And you know what? Let's just
It's
introduce
good.
everyone.
It's good to fight. Yeah, well, let's do it.
Yeah, today we have Elevate. These are what is it called?
The Functional Fuel Distributors, and it's Carol and Dallas
Hey,
from Elevate Water.
You bet.
How are you guys?
We're good.
Great.
We're great.
So definitely, we want to thank you guys for coming. And I know this is a little bit out of our, I don't know, not comfort zone, but usually we don't tackle on 3 people or even 4 at that. So it's a little bit new for us, right?
Right.
But we want to thank you guys for coming through, and especially John for introducing us
Yes,
to you
sir.
guys. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to
Let's
it.
get into it.
What is Elevate? And let's start off with that question. What is Elevate?
You want to start or do you want me to?
Well, I can.
We're this tag team thing.
Hey.
I know that's
Yeah.
usually wrestling, but we tag team.
Tag
So,
'em in, tag
as
'em
you were
in.
saying, this is a little bit out of your realm.
Yeah.
This is out of mine.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah. This is my first time ever doing this podcast in
podcast.
general. So, John, Bump Time Brian asked if we would come and do this. And it was like, hey, I'll set this up. And it's like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I'm going, yeah. And then today's the day. And it's like stomach's growling, it's getting a little excited. And it's like my hands are cold and a little, but we're excited about
Hey, we
the
got Dallas
Happy
in
to be
there.
here.
He sparred. It can't be more nervous than that, man.
Hey.
Oh, you guys got him in there too?
Yeah, we got him in
Yeah.
there sparring, man.
Not only that, but John knocked me down.
No.
Ah,
You didn't take it easy on him?
come on,
Oh, man.
And they all booed him. They said you
Hey,
can't boo your sponsor. You can't knock him out.
I had to tell him that anybody can get it.
That's the Black Mamba mentality, bro.
Yeah, there
Hey.
you go.
That's good.
but I owe
funny.
Carolyn to talking to Joe to get me in the ring with him. That
Yeah, there
day,
was a
and it
little bit
like-
of talk to him. Talk to him.
yeah, so it was kind of fun.
okay.
But
How
Elevate,
was that though?
it was exciting. I haven't done that in a long time. So my background, before we get in the Elevate, is I boxed Golden Gloves Junior Olympics,
Oh,
and then this will be the embarrassing part. I took second place in Mr. Utah, and third place in the Western States back in the day.
interesting.
So and then I
That's
did
bodybuilding, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous right now because I feel like usually I'm good, but like right now it's like probably 80% of the people in this room could beat me up right now.
I'm not one of them, so
I'm
you're
gonna
good.
chill out.
We'll hang out.
Okay, all right.
And then I had an MMA cage down in Utah County at a CrossFit gym
Oh,
for a while until we closed it due to my friend and his wife passed away. So we closed that one down, and this is where we're at.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
how was that going though when it was up?
It was
and running?
busy. It was busy.
Yeah.
It was down there in the Highland Alpine area
Mhm.
is where we were.
Okay.
So, anyway, got in there. I don't have any pictures of that, and I won't show you any of my pictures of the bodybuilding.
Why is that?
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, well, why is that? Is it that bad, huh?
Talk to
you
me
know.
after the show.
That's funny.
It was amazing that she let me go up in a Speedo.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
okay,
There you go.
okay.
Crazy.
Yeah, we don't want to see
I want to
those.
see that.
That's an image we don't want to see.
No,
you
it's
know,
crazy. Crazy.
especially now.
That's funny. So,
But
yeah,
so back to the Elevate.
Yes.
Okay. Carolyn and I were looking for some other adventure in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
We had previously closed a employment business that we had for the last 30 years here in Salt Lake and Idaho.
Okay.
And so we year before that, before it all happened, we went ahead and we were looking at something. And I'm a diabetic. Okay, so I was looking for something. Okay, what am I going to do for drinking? And really all I drink is water. So there is a big difference in water. I don't know if you know that or
Yes,
not, but
there-
it's
yeah.
huge.
yes.
And so anyway, so one day a friend sent me a message and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I thought it was just water at the beginning. I really did. I thought, okay, yeah, it's water. I'll go ahead. We'll distribute it in stores and things like that. Little did we know how,
Beneficial?
beneficial and importance and what this will do for your body.
Right.
And so at first it was like, okay. And so it took a little bit of a while to get some traction. And then just as I was getting traction, I broke my ankle in 3 places and then tore the ligament. So it took me 5 months to walk. They said I wasn't able to walk for 5 months. So with that being said, we learned that this drink helps with inflammation. So by helping you with that, we started to drink it, and
From the inside out, right?
from the
Yeah.
inside out. Exactly, Joe. I appreciate that. But yeah, so it was helping me heal. Okay, so when I first got my first box or two, this gentleman named Jack, sorry, he says, "Hey, drink this. You just drink it." And next thing I know, my daughter's drinking it, and I'm going, okay, we're going down the cases. And he specifically, when I told him that, he kind of chastised me and says, "No, you need to drink it so you know what the benefits are going to be for you. Not the benefits for my daughter, not the benefits for Carolyn, or not in the family."
Right.
So once we did that, then we decided, hey, let's go ahead and we'll purchase the distributorship for all of Utah. And so once we started to get rolling a little bit, learning more and more about what the product can do,
Right.
we found that, this person has this person has this, our daughter has seizures, because with the way, and I'll let Carolyn explain some of that as well, but that's how we actually got started. So it's never been in the Utah market.
Okay.
But now it's in 32 7-Elevens.
Wow.
It's at the busiest 7-Eleven here in Salt Lake, up Cottonwood Heights, right by the ski
the
resorts.
entrance. Yeah.
Yeah, at the entrance right there. So it's right there. It's selling really well. And so we've got it there. We've got it. We sponsored a marathon down in Escalante,
Okay.
and then and we had 200 runners there take it. We've got it up in Dutch John Resort towards Flaming Gorge. We have it at Antelope Point down at Lake Powell. If
Okay.
you ever go that way.
Yeah.
Have it in Water Wellness.
Yep.
Now.
Water. Yes.
The
Water Wellness.
the local store here.
And that's a place in itself.
Got you.
It's a fantastic place.
Man,
I've met so many people because John and Joe have taken me there, and John has taken me there, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, you need to talk to this person, you need this person, and because it's on the go.
Right.
You know,
Right.
it's not where you have to keep it at home
Yeah.
and then take it with you and then put it into a plastic bottle. Because if you put it into a plastic bottle, the hydrogen, because the bottle's porous, the
Right. So
hydrogen
it'll
escapes.
escapes. Yeah.
So
Well,
that's-
that's the secret weapon of the whole thing.
And that was going to
That's
be
why
my
it's
question
canned,
because
and not bottled.
because a lot of the waters that you see out, they're always in a plastic bottle. But the other day I tasted a water in a can container, and it didn't taste the same for me. Right? It was a little bit weird, and so I was like, man, this is interesting that they're moving to cans now, right? And because also before it was glass, and they say that in glass it's actually better than in a plastic bottle. So what's the difference between the glass and the plastic and the can?
The glass isn't porous either, so that's why it's better. It can maintain the properties of any water better, and it's a cleaner product than a plastic. But the reason we chose, or the Elevate chose to go with the aluminum cans was a couple-fold. One, it stores the hydrogen better. We get a shelf life of about 6 months before the hydrogen starts to dissipate. And two, it's more eco-friendly.
Gotcha.
Because it is
Maybe
fully
explain
recyclable.
the hydrogen.
Yeah,
because
we
that's-
do need.
yeah.
We kind of
Which-
skipped past some
Yeah.
of that.
Which
so
no,
we can-
we could
We'll
ping
get there.
pong.
Yeah,
all-
we'll-
we
all
could
over
ping
the
pong
place.
this stuff all night if we have
We're gonna
to.
go all the way around.
Yeah, we're gonna go all the way
There we
around.
go,
And-
good.
yeah, because I definitely, like I said, I have questions. I was looking through the
Right.
through your website and stuff. But yeah, let's go ahead and speak on that then, if that's the case.
So when we first started looking at it and we started educating ourselves on it, I'm the don't let him answer the door. He's kind of got the sales guy background, and so don't let him answer the door for the door-to-door salespeople, things like that. And so I was a little bit pessimistic, and then I did my own little test and don't touch my water.
Hey.
So it's I'm pretty sold on it. It's spring and glacier water, but then it's infused with molecular hydrogen. And
Okay.
so basically what that means is that the molecular hydrogen is a gas in and of itself. It doesn't attach to any of the molecules. We've had people ask us all sorts of questions. As soon as you start saying you're adding hydrogen to things, people start getting a little crazy sometimes.
Right.
It's not heavy water. We're not, doing a nuclear plant or anything anywhere. But it's just molecular gas, and hydrogen in and of itself is just a real basic building block, and it's really small. It's one of the smallest molecules. And so it can get into places within your body on its own that a lot of other products can't, that are trying to help you, which is one of the reasons it helps our daughter with her seizures, because it can get in through the brain-blood barrier. That's a tongue twister. You have to be
Wow.
careful when you say that one. Because it gets directly into the cells. And so
Okay.
it'll take and it'll attack. It's smart enough to know what your body needs, because your body is a really smart tool. I mean,
Yes.
it's
It's
very
a smart machine.
Yeah, it's a very self-sufficient, very smart machine.
Yeah.
And so when the hydrogen gets into it, the body knows what it needs, and it will pull that hydrogen in, for very simplistic terminology. And so it will get into the cells that need it, which is why it helps with inflammation. It will get into your brain cells and help with inflammation there, which is one of the causes of seizures. It will help with your focus and one of the reasons it really helps with hydration is because it will get into the free radicals, will attach itself to the free radicals, so you're hydrating from within. It will turn those oxidants into a water molecule.
Got you.
So then your body is hydrating actually naturally from within.
Wow.
Dallas.
It works.
It
Yeah, it
works.
works.
Yeah, it works.
I was gonna ask Dallas, because you said you were in an accident, or you had an accident and you broke your ankle in 3 places, and that you were drinking the Elevate.
Correct.
How did that make you feel? How did it make a difference? Besides with the inflammation, how much different did it? Can you describe that a little bit more for us?
It's really hard to describe because
Right.
each person's going to be so different
Right.
because of their need. But for me, it was just you could feel that you had more energy to do things. You felt like you could get up and move around. When I had the accident, I started to drink it, and it was like, I can't just be stuck in this house anymore. This ankle's not going to slow me down.
Right.
And so I made my living room into a gym, so I could work out. I was drinking this as a pre-workout, I shouldn't get into that part yet. We'll talk about that. But it just started to heal, and you could start feeling that you were getting better.
Your ankle was healing?
Yeah,
So the inflammation, like it caused the swelling to go down?
correct. It
Wow.
caused it to go down. Yeah. And it's amazing.
Right.
Because you really, that's really going to do that?
Yeah, I
And
know.
It did. It's amazing.
Wow. I'm excited
and,
to try it.
And I'm much better for it, so.
Besides the hydrogen and stuff, I've always been told that drinking spring water is great for you. You know what I'm saying? So what is the difference between, besides the hydrogen, the big difference people are going to get from drinking spring water to this?
It's naturally alkaline, and alkaline water is also very good for you. And so the spring water, this is a 9.5 on the alkaline scale,
Right.
which is really one of the highest out there that you can get. And a lot of people are making alkaline water now, but they're making alkaline water. This is just alkaline water.
and that was one of my questions. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but so because I read that it said natural,
Yes.
right? Alkaline water. So what is unnatural? Because you said people make it now.
Well, and I'm not going to talk about any other products in any other fashion.
Right.
But what I mean is that we didn't add anything to the water. It is just straight water and the molecular hydrogen. That's it.
That's it.
But as a natural property, because of where we get the spring water from, it is naturally alkaline and has a real high antioxidant level as well.
Got you.
And alkaline water, the pH is like perfect. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 9.5. That's a pretty high number.
Yeah.
What is it? It's 9.5 on that, and then
That's the highest I've ever seen.
where
Yeah,
was
it
it,
is.
Carolyn?
And it's a negative 650, I believe. I do not have my
Yes.
glasses on.
650
so
ORP.
Okay.
I'm waiting for it to cure my
Your
difficulty
vision?
reading.
They have lasers for that now.
and then it was the highest in hydrogen.
Yes.
But the other thing that because it is glacier and spring water, okay, it's pure, so there's no caffeine in here. There's no carbonation. There's no sodium, and there's no minerals. Okay, and those four things, if you take a look at some of the popular drinks that are out, carry carbonation, carry caffeine and sodium.
Yeah.
Even some of the waters carry the sodium.
Well, even fluoride. Some of them. Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So this is as pure as you can get to that levels.
Okay.
And so to have that, when I'm talking when we first started talking with Joe and John, I wanted them to make sure that this was something that is pure.
Right.
That is not going to affect any type of testing, any of those types of things, any sluggishness, because if you're going to drink the caffeine, okay, from other drinks,
Right.
you're dehydrating your body.
Right.
You're not hydrating, you're dehydrating.
Yeah.
So then you have to add 2 or 3 times as much water to help
Hydrate
you from being dehydrated.
Right.
One of the things Carolyn and I get to tell this one is she's a chap fiend.
Chapstick?
Oh man,
Chapstick.
every pocket she would find one, and every place we'd go, she'd have special ones in her special supermarket. There's one.
Yeah.
Because of the way the hydrogen and the purities of this water is, she's noticed that she does not use chapstick as much. She still uses a little bit, but she doesn't use like she was addicted to it. I said she was addicted to it.
Yeah.
Dry lips is like one of the first signs of like
dehydration.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
I feel like I'm
don't have that anymore.
dehydrated right now, as a matter of fact. In all honesty, I'm being serious. And it's hard to find water that's gonna kind of what is it? Supply that
Need.
that need.
So
that refreshing.
that refreshing need. Yes.
I'll
See-
wait till you taste it.
Yeah.
So
As a matter
maybe
of
what
fact,
we should do,
I'm gonna open one.
Okay, so before we open it,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a little tip.
Let's get John.
Yeah,
Let's get John
okay,
one.
yeah.
Put it in the box.
And
Ruben, thank you.
you can get one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ruben, get one for yourself too, man.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you have one? All right.
okay, as Carolyn was saying, This is full all the way to the top.
Okay.
There's
Yeah,
no
it will
head
probably
space.
pop water up. So when you
Go
open
ahead,
it,
Joe.
be careful. It'll
Okay.
pop out.
Yeah, it'll pop
Man,
out.
thanks for the warning, bro, because we
My-
got some
my-
equipment on the.
Yeah, equipment.
Yeah.
My
Hold it
story
away.
is I had tan pants on and I was getting ready to talk to somebody and I didn't know it, and then I popped it and it was like, well, we're staying here for a little bit longer.
Oh,
So
yeah?
we did.
That was the story.
That was
Allegedly.
Oh, there he threw a punch. Didn't he?
That's funny.
Exactly.
Yeah,
shots
shots
fired.
fired, yeah.
So when you open it, just pop it open. Okay. Now, they want you to drink it quickly.
Okay.
And the biggest reason why is so you get the full benefits of the hydrogen going into your body.
And when you say quickly, you mean like in
Like
within
chug
five,
it?
5 minutes or chug the
Within
whole thing?
1 minute.
Now,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Carolyn,
I can do that.
she's not a chugger like I am. I've always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
So she
I'm
feels
in the
like
2 to 3 minute rule.
Yeah, and the tool. There you go. Thank you.
Okay.
She's a 2 to
Okay.
3 minute rule. But if you can, just pop it open.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see you guys' reaction
Dude,
because it's the clearest, smoothest water I've ever tasted in
really
my
does.
life.
Oh, there we
taste
go.
great.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Shotgun it, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so you guys are good.
Yabba dabba do.
Wow. I'm awake.
I can tell you the benefits that I get from it, but I'm sure John can too. I'm sure it's different for a lot of people, but
But yeah, go ahead. Go let us know what when you first tried it. How did it make you feel? And
well, the first time I tried it, I was impressed because let me tell you first about John. So
get a little bit closer to the mic if you don't mind. Sorry about that, Joe.
I've been training John for a long time, right? Years. And John used to carry around a water tester.
Oh wow.
So if we went to gyms, he'd carry around and he would not drink water if it was not good. He'd carry around a little tester like this and test water. Am I right?
to
Yeah.
check the
Yeah,
pH
so
balance.
You've always been serious about your water.
Always,
Oh,
man.
he's serious
always.
about everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's
This
gotta
guy-
be.
Yeah, he's very meticulous, man. He's like everything has to be right. Even when I tape this guy's hands, man, it has to be perfect. So, but which is what makes him great. You know
Right.
what I mean? This is why he's such a good boxer and will be a world champion.
Hey.
But for me, I mean, I'm writing a book that it's almost done right now. I'm getting published, an autobiography of my life.
Nice.
And one benefit is I always drink this. I post it all the time when I'm writing that book. For me, it gives me a little bit of clarity. So not only when I'm doing something like writing the book, which I just am about to turn into the publisher, I'll have that out
Nice.
soon, man. It's gonna be
Hey.
awesome. Yeah,
nice.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, do you
But-
you got a name for that so that we can be on the lookout?
It's called The Roller Coaster of Life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like
and,
that.
and it's an autobiography. But the way I use Elevate and the way it's the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I drink one of these, like wiping the cobwebs out of my eyes. I drink it. It wakes me up. It gives me some clarity. That same thing is what I do when I'm trying to concentrate. If I'm writing, if I'm doing anything like that, I'll drink it before I do that, and it gives me a little bit of. I can't explain it, but it's the concentration, the clarity for me.
Right.
That's what it does when I first thing in the morning. It also does it when I'm,
Bro,
trying to concentrate.
I feel crazy right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like good. Like
it's different.
it's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird.
It's different.
It's really weird. I like it.
And
It feels
these
good,
guys-
right? Don't you feel like
Yeah. No, I do. I feel it. I'm enjoying it.
I,
I'm-
Yeah.
It's like almost like I don't know, like some kind of like natural high almost a little bit
Oh yeah,
for me right now because that's the first time I've ever had this,
yeah.
and it's wow.
And you'll feel hydrated when
feel
you
good.
when you take a leak too, man. You can tell.
Oh
But,
yeah, you
but,
peeing a lot.
these guys, they drink it right after they work out too. So our whole gym, man, you'll see like our whole gym loves it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we got a lot of competitive boxers up there. We got 4 pros now in the gym, so it's like we got a lot of guys that
that are
they love-
taking it, and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
They're
yeah.
getting back to it.
Well, they all want to be like the champ over here. You
Oh,
know what I
my
mean?
goodness.
Hey.
So I want to go back to his clarity,
Yeah.
or the focus.
Yeah, that's the
Um,
biggest thing for me.
One of the Major League Baseball teams that was drinking it, and I don't know which players, they felt that when the ball was coming at them, they had more clarity on being able to hit the ball.
Right.
Their batting averages went up. Okay.
Wow.
If you take a look at their Instagram page, not this year, so I'm not going to say that they're doing really well.
Right.
But the LA Rams drank it just before the Super Bowl.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Golden State Warriors have drank this water during their run for the playoffs last year.
Wow.
Okay. So it helps in that endurance, and it helps in the clarity, like Joe was saying.
Right.
But the other thing is if you can use this as a pre-workout or a post-workout. Okay.
Okay.
What it will do on the pre-workout is it will help give you energy and help you have that endurance to either run your mile, 4 miles. These guys are this guy runs in the dark, Joe,
Man.
and in the snow. So
Crazy.
he's running like 4 or 5 miles. You got John, Bump Time, Bryant here. He got, how fast were you running?
Oh, I did my fastest mile ever, actually. Like
5'9"?
It was 5:11.
Yeah. Is
that
5
what-
minutes and
okay.
20 seconds.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
it was-
real?
Yeah,
So he
after
got
I
up
started
there.
drinking this water, and I haven't been able to get like to those numbers since I was in high school. So it was like one
Wow.
of the craziest things. To
Well,
me.
well, John
So-
has
yeah.
a saying. Okay.
And
Go
if
ahead,
you
Tim.
don't run,
You
you
don't
don't win.
Yeah.
And
Bro,
so,
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
problem is I've got neuropathy in my feet and I'm never winning.
Hey, you're on the Lake Talk, so you are winning.
I'm gonna,
That's right, we are
I'm
winning
just going to
tonight.
go ahead and put the little red flyer wagon behind him and let him pull me. So talking
That's
about the workout,
Right.
okay? It gets you into the workout, okay, and gets you so you can feel good. Now the post part of that workout, okay, is the ability to repair your body, okay, and it will help in if you've been to the gym and all of a sudden you did what you could and all of a sudden you're starting to feel that lactic acid start building up. Guess what? This will help decrease that
Wow.
lactic acid.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
So you won't feel, you'll know that you did your workout,
Mm-hmm.
but you won't, like 2 days after a workout, you're going, oh, what did I do a couple days
I'm
ago?
sore. Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit less sore. And
Okay.
I've noticed that
Right.
when I've gone to the gym and did some things. So,
Those
so-
those are some of the
That
benefits.
really
some of
helps
the
with,
benefits.
like, pushing yourself a little bit more.
well,
Right.
it's just hydration
Right.
and normal because it hydrates you in such a fast way that it's like when your body's hydrated, everything works better. It's just that's how the body works. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's the way this does it.
It's insane.
It's just different. You know what I mean? I've been doing this a long time. 45 years old. Been an athlete my whole life,
Right.
and I've tried every supplement there is out there. I mean, I've had people send me supplements, all sorts of stuff, and it's just different. This is I can't. It's hard to put something on it, but it's I mean, I don't go a day without drinking it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you that.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what I
No.
mean?
And that makes
Yeah.
sense. You know.
And
Yeah.
it's not like some powder you have to take, a pill you have to
No,
take.
no,
it's
it's
just
easy.
it's water.
Natural
Just
water.
Yeah.
Natural
So
water.
that's how I've used so I'll drink one in the morning, okay, like what Joe was saying, and then one depending on how well my workout went or how I'm feeling that day.
Yeah.
I'll either drink it before or after. Then the other thing that this can help you with is sleep. Okay, so if you were to take it an hour before bed on an empty stomach after you've stopped eating, this will also help you get into a deeper sleep. And they say if you can get into a deeper sleep, you're dreaming better, you're drooling on your pillow a lot
Yeah.
better, things like that. But
Right.
you're just well rested for the next day. And as we're all learning, if we're able to get 7 to 8 hours of rest,
Yes.
we're not going to have other body problems or other issues within inside ourselves.
Yes.
And so this will go to those areas, and that's why the pureness of the water is just the vehicle to get the hydrogen into your body.
Okay.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm right with Joe on the clarity because I usually drink my first one because I'm not a big water drinker. I've had to really kind of work my way into it.
Yeah.
I drink mine at work usually around 11 o'clock in the morning. And it's the same thing. It's like, okay, all of a sudden I'm not dragging anymore. I feel like, oh, that spreadsheet I was working on. Okay, yeah, I've got this. I can do this now. And it's real subtle, but it's definitely there. It definitely changes it. And we have a lot of obviously friends and family that have tried it for different things or for different reasons in their life. And we have a friend who doesn't sleep well because she has thyroid issues and she wakes up in the middle of the night, always very thirsty and very dry mouth. And And if she drinks her hydrogen water, her Elevate at night, then she doesn't wake up in the middle of the night.
So it helps her out with the sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting. I know a few people, so maybe I'm gonna let them know about this for sure. I noticed that you guys offer Elevate offers different tastes as well, different flavors.
Yes.
Yes.
What other flavors is there besides just the water?
Well, what we're going to say on that at the moment is they've been doing their research on that, and they've found that when they've added flavor to it, it changes how it actually functions. Okay.
Composition of the water.
Okay.
Say that again.
The composition of the water.
Composition.
So they are going to have 2 or
Go
3
ahead.
different flavors that are going to be coming out. They were right to the point of release when they discovered that they wanted to do just a little bit more research, a little bit more making sure that, it wasn't affecting any other attributes of the water before they actually released it. So, we haven't got an actual release date yet, but we do know it soon because they're in the final testing stages on it.
Some of the flavors could be, that they have on the website saying strawberry lemonade.
That's
Right.
the one I saw, yeah.
Is that the one you saw?
strawberry
Yeah.
lemonade. Mhm.
And then they're supposed to have a non-functional fuel a little bit less than this one that we're talking about. They may have a lemon lime they had, and they also at one point in time had a performance water.
Okay.
Okay, I haven't seen those on the schedule. Those the lemonade or the performance water yet.
Okay.
So I'd hate to say that those are coming.
Right.
Okay? But I do know that there is flavors. Carolyn talked to one of the owners of the company, and he said they taste phenomenal. He says
Nice.
it'll be good. So when they come out, we're going to be pretty excited because that will give us at least 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 different SKUs,
Right.
if you will, of different water that people will drink. One of the things I found out doing this, I didn't know people didn't like water.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I have
People are weird, man.
my sister. She's kind of just like John. That if she tastes the water, she could tell if it's tap water, spring water. She could tell, and she doesn't. She only drinks a specific type of water. It's funny.
So I'm hoping that people who flavor their water with some of these other things that are out there, little droplets and things,
Yeah.
when they taste the other water, they won't think they're drinking water.
Yeah.
Or it'll give them some flavor and some texture, I guess,
Right.
because it's so smooth as you've tasted.
Right.
It's
So how do you do it? I mean, you say you push yourself to drink water.
It's not so much that I don't like water because I do like water, but I don't like drinking it fast.
Gotcha.
And I don't like drinking it first thing in the morning. So that's my big thing. I mean, when we're active and outside, I love a good ice, fill up my hydro flask with ice water and
Right.
and I'm good to go for a while. But yes, and
I'll edit that.
okay, yeah, I appreciate that. No, I mean, for me, I like water, but if I am going to have something that is refreshing to me, I'll admit I like a soda pop here and there.
Okay.
But I don't really like the flavored waters. So if I'm going to drink water, I like drinking a good water.
Got you.
so.
Okay.
But I was
And everybody
trying-
is so different.
Sorry,
Yeah. Oh,
Carolyn.
big time. Yeah.
So I was trying to get a friend of ours to drink it. No. And I kept going, I think you'll like it because you're active. This is where I think you could be. And then Carolyn finally tells me she doesn't like water.
Oh.
And so I'm hoping that when these flavors come out, those who don't like water can actually look at it and go, oh, that's a little different. Maybe I'll try that instead.
But it's interesting because your body needs water. That's the one thing that your body needs. And so like if people don't like water, they're doing themselves a
service.
Yes, exactly. Especially when it comes to the pH, because then we start getting into other things. And I don't know if you guys like to talk about this, but regardless, like people get cancer for not drinking water and drinking bad water at that. You know what I'm saying? So if this is going to help you with that type of stuff, canceling all that out, all the cancers out, then why not drink it?
It's cheaper.
Yeah, big time.
Cheaper
You're talking
than
about
getting
thousands
that.
of dollars with chemo and all that other stuff, and then this? Oh, definitely. I'd rather do that.
So Dallas gave me a paper here, right? It's I'm gonna read it for our guests or our listeners. I'm sorry.
Okay, great.
It says Elevate, the world's first and only super water, right? And these are some of the things it does: enhance your endurance, boost natural energy, increase maximum power, ignite your metabolism, optimize athletic recovery, and amplify your focus. Amplify your focus.
Wow. Yeah. And
Pretty cool.
I'm pretty sure John could attest to all this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Once again,
Oh yeah.
because you fight or whatever, and then you need all that stuff. You need the
Exactly.
endurance, the energy, the power. So have you noticed a difference right away? You're saying that once you started drinking
Yeah.
this water?
Yeah. So first, when Dallas and Carolyn came to me, man, I was like, man, I was just like everybody else. I was like, it's just water. In my
Yeah.
head, I'm thinking, man, it's just water. It's just water.
Yeah.
But I love water. So, yeah, man. When we first took it out, just like Ruben, he's like, man, yeah, I can feel it, right?
Yeah.
So
Bro, for
at first, I
reals.
was like, dang, I might feel it right now. Am I tripping? Am I just, you know what I
I
mean?
got like a little buzz, you know, like
Yeah.
when I drank it, I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then so yeah, man.
we were
and then,
both like that.
yeah, literally.
We were looking at each other like,
And is this for real?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
It's different.
and then Dallas was he would text me or call me and be like, hey, like, are you taking it? Like, make sure you're taking it, make sure you're not giving it away. I was like, okay, the whole case, I'm gonna drink this whole case. And then yeah, man. Like everybody in this room, I guess. I take one in the morning, and then so I take 3 a day always. One in the morning, one right before my workout, and then one for after my workout.
Okay.
And man, like my endurance, my cardio, just my performance, man. And that's why it's the secret, man. I'm letting my secret out now. I'm letting my secret out. So
So how did you guys meet?
That's a
You and
great,
Dallas.
To me, that's a great story for me, anyway.
Yeah.
For them, it's like it's every day, you know.
no.
But I knew we had John when he didn't test the water.
That's what I was gonna ask. You didn't test the water?
I didn't have my test strong.
yeah, I was shocked,
It
but
was
you
blind
Yeah.
faith. Blind faith.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Carolyn, she says, Dallas, one of the things you need to start doing is you need to start getting your social media out there.
Mm.
You know, and so at night for 3-4 hours, I would just go through and I'd look at people and I'd see if they would match up with things that we were doing.
Yeah.
And so one evening I got lucky enough to reach out to Joe. Joe looked at it, and then he reached back to me. So we scheduled a time to get together, and I thought I was just meeting Joe, okay, which was great for me because he has his gym, he's got Die Standing boxing club, and I'm thinking, okay, that fits into the realm of what I used to do.
Right.
Not very good, but I did it, you know. And so as Joe and I were conversing, and he says, well, let's schedule an appointment. I said, okay, great. So we did, and it was on a Friday, and Carolyn was able to come with me, and next thing I know, Joe brings John. And I'm sitting there going, okay, I can't wait to hear the rest of this story, you know? And honestly, I owe it to Joe for bringing us together,
Yeah.
you know?
Nice.
And I owe John for trusting in us, because Joe is coach, mentor, trainer, motivator,
Right.
you know, all those things.
Right.
And if you ever look at his social media, you'll see that that's what he does.
Definitely.
He's a motivator.
Yes.
He really is.
Yeah.
So if you
I
see that,
almost
you'll-
want to run. Almost.
but
Watch a couple more of his posts.
yeah, but
You'll get there.
if you watch him weightlifting in the snow, and then he's crazy.
Yeah.
okay?
Joe.
You know?
That's something
Sometimes
else.
you gotta be crazy, right?
But-
To be successful, huh?
So then we got together and we started talking, and we got talking more and more. And I'm going to tell you that the man across from me, John Bumptime Bryant, is who he is.
Yeah.
He's genuine.
Mhm.
He's caring. And if you're on his team, you are on his team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And,
Thank you.
you know, it is amazing to me because Carol and I were going, okay, we've been moving this along and chugging it. And ever since I've met these two, our business and connections, because that's what this world is about,
Mm-hmm.
it's connections and knowing people, but treating people
Yeah.
right, has just started to expand in places I had not thought we would be.
Mm.
I thought I'd be in retail stores and stocking the shelves all the time, you know, and which is fine.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong with doing this. but it's at a level that is in the professional level. It's in the pro level that I didn't think Utah. I knew we had great athletes, but
Right.
as one lady said, I didn't know they had pro fights in Salt Lake City. This is one of the people I was Facebooking with, and because she wanted to know more about the product. And so I said, no. So I told her a little bit more about the fight, what's going on, who we represent, and things like that. And so it's amazing
Yeah.
where Utah is
Yeah.
on that market.
Definitely.
It's not just the basketball. It's not just the bees. It's not just University of Utah
Or the
you know what I mean?
soccer.
Or the soccer, Real Soccer. It's the pros
Yeah.
here. And it's some of the things that I've done in my wheelhouse, where I know enough to be dangerous, but enough to be able to talk to people and feel like I can talk to people. That's what these guys bring to the table too. Is these guys being Joe and John, is that they bring to the table the ability to talk to you one-on-one, take you in, and just put your arm around you and say, hey, what do we need to help you with?
Well, and that's awesome because it's like they're part of the community and you're helping the community by that. So it goes well all around. Yeah.
So that's actually how we met.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
It's for me, it's been great.
Yeah.
Other than when he knocked me out the other day. Oh, shot over the bow.
Oh, no.
Those are those days, man.
Yeah.
No, he really didn't.
No, he didn't?
I really tripped over my own feet because I was so tired.
I like the other story better.
yeah. The other one's much better.
other one's better,
That's
yeah.
why I tell us.
In the gym, we really did boo them all. Yeah, we were like, "What, champ? You knocked
You knocked them out? It looked like that. Did you guys record it?
No. Yeah, I think there's a
I think
recording
there's a
somewhere.
recording
Yeah, I think
somewhere.
there's-
Yeah.
Security camera footage.
Yeah,
We
it's
got to
fun.
watch that.
Carol,
We definitely got to watch it.
man.
But I just
I
want
have
you
some
to
of
know
them.
that that's how we met. And honestly, from my feelings towards them
Yeah.
is they brought me up.
Gotcha.
They brought me up from some of the places I've been and have given me the opportunity to succeed, and by succeeding with them. And so one of the things that John has a fight coming up, and we're sponsored with him.
Hey.
And
Hey.
and then we're also doing some of the sponsorship for the fight because of them getting involved in some things. But more importantly, it's being with them and taking the ride.
Gotcha.
I'm excited about that ride,
Gotcha.
you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's how we John brought us to you.
yeah,
so-
definitely.
So
Yes.
we appreciate all that.
No, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
so
We thank
it's
you
been
guys for
great.
coming. Yeah, and definitely him.
Definitely nice to meet you guys.
How much is this, by the way?
When you purchase it, like at the 7-Elevens
Yes.
and the other retail stores, the retail price on it's $2.99 a can.
Okay.
The way we market it, all retail establishments are free to put it at whatever price level they want.
Oh.
So, for example, at Antelope Point, it may be more than $2.99.
Gotcha.
You know, you're down at Lake
'Cause
Powell, it
you
may
may
be
be-
more than that.
Yeah.
In Escalante, it's a smaller town. We've got it in. There's 3 gas stations in town. We've got it in 2 of them, and in the only hotel in town. And he prices it different at the hotel than he does at the gas stations. And that's actually a really cute story because the last time we were down there, we were talking to one of his retail clerks when we were restocking down there. And she says, we get the high school kids coming across the street. She says, they've quit buying some of the other stuff. She says, and they buy this because they say it keeps them awake for class.
Oh, wow. Is that right?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
that was
start
kind of a
giving
market we didn't
I wish I
expect.
had that when I was in high school.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but that's around in the 7-Elevens and stuff. I believe it's $2.99 right now.
Okay. And then can people get them besides the store anywhere else?
I was just going to say the other way that we recommend people to purchase it, especially if they want to drink it as part of their daily regimen, is to purchase it online from the website. And there are some discounts available. For example, John's got a code that he uses. It's called Bump Time. Pretty
Oh,
original.
sir.
Nice.
So if people want to go onto the website and purchase it on a subscription basis and put in the code Bump Time, they'll get 15% off of the regular price. So
Nice. Okay. Awesome.
And when you drink it, you say bump time.
Yeah.
You chug that.
and that's what they do.
That's
is
what
that-
we do.
what they do for the subscriptions is they'll send it out, drop ship it directly to your home or your place of business, whatever address you choose to put in. and it'll just come every 2 weeks, and it'll be a case of 15.
Okay.
So, for example, if you are going to drink more than one a day, then you would just order 2 cases at a time, and they will just drop ship 2 cases every 15 days.
Wow.
And that's
Okay.
how I started. That's how I looked into this, was I was having it drop shipped right to the house.
Wow.
So you don't ever have to go to the store. Although today I stopped off at the store just to see where some of the 7-Elevens it could be in, and I found 2 of them, and I went, oh, okay, it's going.
Yeah.
So
So it is
if
growing. You guys are
yeah.
seeing
We
it.
are growing.
seeing- okay.
And we're doing it organically.
Yeah.
I do it full time, so by doing that, it takes a little bit longer. But by having Joe and John being able to help spread the word too, it's
Right.
helping grow that particular part of the business.
Most
So
definitely.
Otherwise, I'm
Knocking.
Right.
knocking doors.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
knocking doors.
Do you ever get your the door slammed in your face sometimes, or
Oh,
you know
yeah.
how is that? Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a little different type of a sell because you're trying to put it into a retail establishment.
Okay.
So if there's shelf room, or you can show them what the value is, then they can put you into those.
You got to
places.
tell them to clean the dirty spot on the carpet.
Hey, hey, does it?
Oh,
Does
I
it?
don't know. I don't know.
Not tried that.
He may be
Show
telling
you
me
real
something else.
That's funny.
Well, if it cleans from the inside out, boy, oh boy,
That's
we're in
funny.
big trouble. But
That's
but
hilarious.
no, so that's how we've been trying to grow it that way. But by meeting with different people,
Yeah.
one of the places that Joe has a sponsorship with is the Water Wellness,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Water Wellness.
off of 3600 South, maybe 3700 South and 9th East.
Yeah.
They have it at
They
the-
have
They,
Elevate
they
there.
have this there too
They
as
sell it
well.
there.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But John took me there and introduced me to Walter, and away we went and put some things in there. But
And just kind of so our listeners could kind of get your guys' story, like who you are, and on a personal level. You guys were born and raised here in Utah. Am I correct on that?
I was born and raised here in Utah. He's traveled around a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'll let you go for it.
you go first.
Yeah, it says
Yours
you're a
is
Utah
shorter.
native.
I'm a
Let's-
Utah native.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yours is short.
I bleed red. So no, my family actually immigrated here from Holland after World War II. So I am a first generation American,
Nice.
and my dad fulfilled the American dream while he was here, and I lived in Salt Lake all my life. Love to travel, but I've still lived in Salt Lake all my life.
Okay.
Went to the University of Utah. So like I said, I bleed red.
Nice.
I still, I cheer for the blue every now and then now. But,
Yeah. Every
but-
now and then.
But yeah, Monday was a hard day.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we'll just leave it at that. But that's I went there, graduated in business management. I've done some continuity planning, some business disaster recovery planning. Helped with the business that we had for quite some time, and now I have a day job still while we're getting this off the ground. But
Nice.
this is kind of our passion right now.
That's awesome. Okay.
By
Nice.
having her have that full-time job, it allows me to do what we need to do to move it forward.
And-
Gotcha.
But
And the only other thing I'll say is that we do love to travel around, and so this has kind of given us an excuse a little bit to do that too. Because when we go to Escalante, it's the whole weekend instead of just dropping off the product and we'll stay and hit the national park and come back.
Nice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's a nice view out there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's
Anytime you want me to
amazing.
deliver to Antelope Point down at Lake Powell, I'm happy to go.
Nice.
She's
Okay.
always down there.
Definitely.
She could live
And
down there.
what about you, Dallas?
So I was born in Idaho, big town called Blackfoot.
Oh,
Lived in Pocatello. Then I moved to Utah.
is he related to Bigfoot? Blackfoot? No relation.
No, I think it's Cornfoot.
Cornfoot.
Honestly, just because he has big feet doesn't mean that he's related to Blackfeet. Honestly, all right.
I'm just saying.
So-
Sorry.
Dirty-
My
dirty
side of
mind
the
out here.
family is all farmers in Idaho.
Gotcha.
And then my dad decided no. So he started a couple businesses. I lived in Wyoming for a time, and I lived in Utah for a time, back to Wyoming, and that's where I started boxing, was when I lived in Rock Springs, Wyoming.
Okay.
Not the pretty part of Wyoming.
Wyoming. Yeah, not the other part.
Not
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone.
Yeah, Yellowstone.
No.
Yeah.
I got the real pretty stuff.
Hey.
When I was dating Carolyn, her dad says, "You're from Wyoming?" I says, "Yeah." He says, "You know the best part of Wyoming is the middle." And I went, "Why?" He says, "'Cause you're leaving."
That's
and
funny.
I turned around and said, I bet you didn't let me meet your daughter. You wished I would left.
Hey.
So it goes both ways, Dad. So
You got
anyway,
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's kind of, and then, and like Carolyn said, I kind of been in sales for a long time, and then we decided at one point in time to start a employment business, which we ran for 30 years, and then the economy, as we've all known. So that's when I started to look for something that might be a little different, which it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's way different, you know.
Is it a challenge? Or
Yeah, it's
been a challenge?
It's been a challenge because I'm still this guy over here that
Mm-hmm.
I'm the employment guy, and I help people find employment, you know, and so that's all. That has been a challenge to get my head wrapped around that we're not doing that business after every day. That's what I did, you know. It was easy.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was easy to talk about. This has so many different. The Elevate beverage has so many different avenues and so many things to talk about.
Right.
You know, and Carolyn is more as we've all noticed, she's more technical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more emotional because I hope I can excite people to drink it.
Right.
Hope I can excite them to get the feeling of knowing that this is something good.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm more of the emotional guy, and I can get out there and knock the doors. I can do all that
That's
stuff.
the best part about Elevate, though. It sells itself. All you have to do is get people to drink it.
Right.
If
Right.
you drink it for a couple of days,
You're gonna notice the
yeah,
difference.
you're gonna like it for sure. You're
Yeah.
gonna like it. Yeah, you'll notice it. You'll feel it. It's like I said. It's one of those things. It's hard to explain, huh?
It's life changing.
Yeah, it's different. But if you try it,
Yeah.
if you get it, you'll keep getting it.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
I-
you'll keep getting it for sure.
I'm like him too. I'm just like I feel the difference. I feel like I'm more awake right now. You know, I'm saying I'm focused. But you know, going back and just I don't want to get away from Elevate, of course, because that's what we're here to talk about. But at the same time, you know, we like to talk about local businesses here in Utah and Salt Lake City. And you as a salesperson, is it hard to sell to you know what I'm saying? Like, has it been hard to sell? And what have you done to become a better salesman throughout your years of selling?
You started sparring.
Hey,
I basically say, hey, I'm going to throw this down, and it's the best product you'll ever have. No, no, it to be a salesperson and to believe, you have to believe in your product.
right.
That's the first and foremost. If you don't believe in your product, then you're not helping you or other people. You're in it for just a quick buck. Okay. I believe that over the years, we've helped many of people get professional positions, work. We've helped generations of father, son, his son, you know. But as far as the sales side, you got to have courage. You really do.
Okay.
I would say courage. And the next thing I would say with that is if they're going to say no, they're not saying no to you as an individual. They're saying no to the product, not you as a person. But I'll tell you, once you get in there and you start showing them what the product can do, whatever the product is, and you walk them through and you let them know, hey, I'm going to be there for you. And if you ask me to deliver this, I'll deliver it. I'll call you. If you ask me to tell you that I'm going to be over here, then I'm going to be over there.
Yeah.
So you do what you say you're going to do. You commit, you know, and then you report back because somebody else is having to report to somebody else.
Yeah.
And if they don't know where the chain is, this somebody who's helping you make that decision, he's going to be able to, somebody's boss is going to be talking to him and saying, hey, you're not doing this, so you've got to go. So if you're in there helping them, then they can report back and their job's much better.
Gotcha.
You know, so it's all in the communication.
And
that's
I
really
thought
what
you were
it is.
gonna say like to be a better salesman, you got to drink Elevate. But
Well-
but your thing, you know, it's your explanation is great too.
Let's see, take two.
It takes. I'll edit that right here.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And
Timestamp
actually,
this.
take two. Drink
Take
two.
Gotcha. No. And
But as far as the sales side of things, that's what you got to believe in. And,
most definitely.
And for me, when I first started drinking Elevate, so we'll go back to it, I had it drop shipped to the house.
Right.
Okay. And that's where it started. And that's what Jack said. He says, you've got to taste it. You've got to see if it works for you. If it works for you, then we'll proceed on the rest of the development of our partnership.
Mhm.
And I said, okay. And it took me 2-3 months, right? And then once I committed, it's because I
Didn't look
believe in
back.
what it did. And then here's where the real sell is when Carolyn believed in it.
Gotcha.
I'm an easy guy as far as when it comes to people selling me things or trying, and I'm adventurous in trying stuff, you know.
Gotcha.
And so for me, that's where it was. But once I knew she liked it, because I knew my kids at home liked it, because I couldn't keep it in stock. But once Carolyn liked it, and once she was doing it, that's when I knew we could do this.
Were your kids also drinking it as fast as you said, like 1 minute or 2 minutes?
Yes. Our daughter Chelsea, she pounds it back. Our other son at home, he'll nurse it a little, and our son who's married and on his way, he'll come and sneak his own. So it's like
we drink it fast. We all
Yeah.
drink it.
You know, I've been trying to like find something different than just coffee, because I'm a coffee drinker. My wife's a coffee drinker. But you know how you were saying in the beginning, you kind of start feeling sluggish at the end of the day or whatever, right? And so, you know, I always try to drink water as much as possible. You know, they say if you want to change your habits, you got to change your environment. So I try to make it a point to you know, leave a bottle of water by my bed. So as soon as I wake up, I open that up and chug it. But I mean, yeah, definitely, I want to try this. I definitely want to put it to the test, and definitely, you know, keep you in mind, let you know how I feel, because yeah, definitely, if it's preaching about it and Joe Bish is preaching about it, I definitely want to give it a try, because I have a curious mind, kind of like you. Like I like to try new things, especially if it's healthy and if it's going to be something that's going to benefit me in the long run.
So Dallas gave us another paper. I'm going to read it, and then I want to go over to Bump Time.
Let's go ahead.
It says while drinking just 1 can of Elevate per day, you may be extremely beneficial for you. We really want to make sure you get an absolute out of your first Elevate experience. Based on the latest scientific research and your own analysis, follow these recommended recommendations for maximizing your results. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay. You're all right.
Refrigerate your cans before drinking. Also, store your cans upside down in your refrigerator for maximum containment of the hydrogen gas over time. As soon as you open each can, drink the whole can contents quickly as possible, preferably within the first few minutes of opening the can.
there you go.
For your first week, we recommend drinking 3 cans of Elevate per day, 1 can of Elevate on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, and 2 more cans throughout the day, preferably on an empty stomach. If you're exercising, I'm sorry guys, if you're exercising or training, you can use Elevate as both pre and post workout.
And that sheet, just FYI, that sheet comes with every first purchase. When they purchase online, it comes in their box with a welcome letter and those instructions.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So that's the right way to drink Elevate, everyone.
So, and I'm sorry, once again, I don't think you mentioned how much you would pay for the
On
the subscription.
online, and the website is drinkelevate.com.
okay.
The first initial purchase per case of 15 is $44.85, which is, for those of you who do math real quick in your head, is $2.99 a can, plus shipping. But if there's 2 different promotions out there, if you want to just buy a first initial case to try it out, I believe they still have the holiday promotion for 20% off. But what we recommend to everybody is to sign up for the subscription, and then they can put their Bump Time code in and get 15% off, which is about $38 a case plus
Nice.
And it's
Plus
that
shipping.
price
every
all
time.
the time.
All the time.
It just renews every 2 weeks, and they send it out to you every 2
And
weeks.
30
$38.12 plus tax. Or excuse me, plus shipping.
plus shipping. Okay. Wow. All right.
Well, I felt like Mayweather trying to read that. But anyways, talking about boxers. Speaking of boxers, right? Bump Time. Congratulations on 6-0.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Congratulations, bro. Tell me how it's been, man, because it's been a year and a half since we last saw you, and at that point you were getting ready to do your first professional fight.
Yeah.
And now here we are, a year and a half later, 6-0.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I think we saw each other a week before my professional fight.
Something like
I
that,
think,
yeah.
A
Yeah.
week before. And so I went into that fight. Knocked the dude out in like a minute
22.
Yeah.
minute and 22 seconds.
You never
knocked
stood
him
a
out.
chance, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never stood a chance, man. And I was talking to coach the whole time.
Yeah.
Like once I threw the first punch, I looked at Joe and I was like, "Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
got this dude."
He wasn't drinking that elevate. Huh?
Yeah, he wasn't drinking it, man. And so, man, the whole career has been an experience for sure, man. Like just being a professional and, getting out of the stuff that I was doing and just taking boxing so serious, like I always have been.
Right.
Like being able to do it full time has been a blessing, man. It's
Yeah.
been an experience for sure. Like there's been ups and downs, of course, but yeah, man. Even with my career, like I hurt my hand in my third professional fight, man.
Well, he fought 3 fights with a hurt hand.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
With a practically
Yeah.
broken hand, but he
It's,
still whooped
Right,
him.
that hand.
And so, man, in my third professional fight, I hit my very first punch, almost knocked him out, but I broke my hand. Like I broke my hand, and then,
Wait, how did that happen?
Very first punch, he almost knocked him out.
Where'd you hit him?
Right in the face.
just right.
What was it?
Chin.
It was the chin, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So I was just, I'm super slick, man. I like being slick, and man, I was just super slick and just caught him. Step back, boom, hit him with the right hand, and
He came in the
broke
corner.
it. And then I came into the corner. I was like, "Hey, coach, I don't have my right hand anymore." And he's like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Well, you have a left hand.
Hey.
Use it." so yeah, man.
That
So
is a true story. Yeah.
I was still, still stayed myself, still showboated, still doing everything. And then, man,
Yeah.
we fought like 3 fights after that. Well, 6-0 now.
How did you end up winning that fight?
It was
just,
a unanimous decision.
Yeah,
I think.
unanimous decision. Yeah,
Did they
unanimous.
know after that he had broken his hand, or they don't? You don't like
Well,
to tell that
they knew.
They knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
knew. But it's hard as a fighter because you deal with commission stuff. So a lot of guys, man, I'm not saying we've done that, but a lot of guys will hide injuries because they'll suspend you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll do stuff. So you got to be really careful on what you do. But they knew after that one because, in fact, I think we went to
The ER right
ER,
away.
yeah, after because it was bad. But that story a little bit different. I said, "Hey, John," he goes, "Coach, man, my hand's broken. It hurts bad. I can't use it." And I was like, "Well, beat him up with your left hand." And it was quiet for a second. We're in the corner, right after the first round. He looks at me. He goes, "You're right. You're right. I'll go out there." And I'll tell you what, it was a show.
Wow.
I mean, he not only did he beat him up with one hand, but he made it look good too with one hand. It was
Never
this
got
kid's
touched.
talented, man. I'll tell you what, he'll be a world champion. He'll be the best fighter I've ever seen. He already is. So, yeah.
We believe it. We believe it. Now, so then you said you went into your second and third fight with the broken.
Yeah, my third, fourth, and fifth. Yeah. After that.
Wow.
Yeah, just fought with one hand. But we made it look good, man. We barely got touched. We probably, within all my 6 professional fights, I've probably been hit maybe 7 times. 7 punches, yeah.
Was
in
it?
in a sport where that's what's expected, you know? Like
Yeah.
you're gonna get hit a few times.
He's really slick. He's really, really good. And, we train real hard. We go down to Vegas. My friend Otis runs Mayweather's gyms down there. We go spar at Mayweather's. We go down
No
there.
offense to Mayweather, you're still go. I just can't read right now. I gotta brush up my reading skills. I haven't read in a while.
Yeah, we go down there often. John's incredible, man. This guy's a super talented guy, man.
Yeah.
Super motivating. He got all the kids in the gym look up to him. He helps them. I mean, he's not just an incredible boxer. He's an incredible person, man. I'm lucky to be a coach.
You said that last time we had you on. You
Yeah.
said that you were almost gonna fight one of the Vargas kids, right?
Fernando
He
Vargas
did
Jr.
fight him in the amateurs.
I fought him in the amateur.
Oh, you
yeah.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that go?
He beat him, but they didn't give it to him. But if you watch the fight, he beat
He
him.
beat him.
Yeah.
They're friends
Yeah.
now, though.
Yeah, we're friends. He's good
Yeah.
people. We're about to go spar with him
Next
this week.
weekend.
Next
Yeah.
week.
Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Man.
Shout out to Fernando.
Hey man,
Fernando Vargas.
if you go out there to Vegas, make sure to hit Cali Bombs.
Okay,
Tell them the
yeah.
Lake Talk send you.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Cali Bombs. Yeah.
I don't know if you're like on a diet or anything, but like yeah.
No, I
He's
mean,
always
I'm,
on-
I'm pretty sure you could eat, right? As,
Yeah, I
as
can
much
eat,
as you
yeah.
work out.
I can eat.
He's
yeah.
always on a diet, but I'm not.
Hey,
There you go. There you go.
He'll eat for him.
Yeah, tell
And
him
I'm-
Lake
this
Talk
is
sent you,
really
man.
good,
I like
John.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them Lake Talk sent you. They're not going to give you anything, but it's just nice to have our name out there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we will. For
Hey,
sure.
no.
Yeah,
I'm
no, it's
kidding.
actually family-owned business. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our family out there. But yeah, that's awesome. So you're gonna head out to Vegas. You're definitely gonna need some Elevate water out there, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
John's got 2 major fights coming up, man.
When's this?
January 27th, I'll be fighting in Salt Lake City. And then February 16th, I'll be fighting in my home state, Washington State.
Oh,
So,
word.
Seattle,
Yeah.
Washington.
who are you
State.
fighting, or does it not even matter? You don't even think about that, huh? You just know you're gonna
don't
win?
Yeah, I know I'm gonna win. I know I'm gonna win. But for the 27th, we're still trying to find an opponent.
Okay.
It's hard to find. It's hard to find like people to fight me. And
When they hear about your records, they just don't want to fight, or what?
yeah, or like
6-0, no,
Yeah,
They
no
knew it
six-
from
fight?
the amateurs,
From
or
the
they
amateurs.
do, coaches. He's a scary fight for anybody. So it's been, you know what I mean? It's like, or they got to pay him a lot of money, the opponent a lot of money, because it's like,
they won't take
Well-
the fight. Yeah.
Well, that's what I heard. King Ryan, Ryan, he said he was about to retire because like nobody wants to fight.
Who,
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia, you mean?
Yeah, was it? Yeah, Ryan Garcia.
well, I'll
speaking
tell you
of-
what, we'd fight him tomorrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that would
We'd
be
bust
nice.
him up.
yeah, I was
different
supposed to
weight
be a part of
class,
his
or what?
camp. Yeah, I was supposed to be a part of Ryan's camp.
For
But,
real?
they
We were like this close to being part of his camp, but John was too tall.
Yeah, I was
We're
too
the
big.
opponent,
Yeah,
yeah.
too big for him.
But I was talking to his dad. I was with his dad in California at a tournament, another amateur boxing tournament, because I have a lot of other boxers. And I was sitting, I called John from there. I'm like, hey, I'm with Ryan Garcia's dad right now. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
they want to
Yeah.
bring you in for sparring. It was before he fought.
I don't
I
remember
can't
his
remember who
opponent's
it was,
name.
but the guy was too short. They were like, oh.
Hey, what's wrong with short people? No, I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm joking.
No, really.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you.
They like to.
They play the
just-
world's smallest violin for you, Fonzie.
Yeah. When they bring in opponents, for sparring to get ready for big fights like at that level,
Right.
they want to match up the people they bring in sparring as close to the opponent they're fighting. So like everything, whether they're a lefty, right? I mean, they try to line it up as close as possible because they want to try to mimic the guy they're supposed to be fighting.
Most
you know?
definitely.
And that's how they all do it. Everybody does that.
Well, I mean, Gervonta Davis and Ryan
this weekend,
Garcia.
man.
What happened?
Gervonta's fighting this weekend.
Yeah, he is. I
But
saw that.
not against Ryan, right?
No, someone else, some other undefeated boxer, right?
Hector
Hector
Garcia.
Garcia.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? Because I thought they were gonna fight Ryan and
They are after this fight.
Oh, after
Yeah.
Yeah, he's making him weight. Huh? He doesn't want to just give it to
Yeah.
him.
But this Hector Garcia is good, man.
Hector Garcia.
Undefeated.
again?
I saw that.
undefeated. He's good. We'll see. I think it's Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Man. So you're fighting and you're practicing just to be up there as well with these guys, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, he could be there right now. He's better than those guys.
And I'm not arguing
and
that.
I'm not just being biased. He's
No.
better than those
and
guys.
and I'm not arguing that. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like what's stopping you from being up there? What is it?
Oh, that's the thing too. Just a lot of like how I look at it is a lot of these top guys, they don't want to fight me. So I think these top like promotions should sign me.
Right.
But I'm just waiting to get my shot. And once I get my shot, I'm going to make the best of it. Cause like I said, like the guy that just ducked me, Jahai Tucker, since
Tucker,
we're
yeah.
on this right now, and I'm gonna post this too.
Hey.
Jahai Tucker, 9-0. He signed with Top Rank. He's with Bob Arum. He backed out of the fight against me.
Are you serious?
And he's 9-0, signed by Top Rank. And they said that I never, that I never got the offer. I got the offer, and I took the offer. But
But he ducked you.
yeah, he dug me, and it was all over social media for a minute.
yeah, it was a big argument. It was everywhere.
It was
on
everywhere,
social
saying
media.
that I was a liar.
Like, yeah, talking
and I was like,
smack
well-
back
So
and
what
forth.
Hey,
what is it?
I have a question for that guy. Why are you ducking? Why are you ducking? What are you, a duck?
Already.
If it quacks like a duck, it's a
Yeah.
duck, bro.
It's a duck.
No,
No,
so-
duckling.
So
We've had a lot of opponents like that, man. We've had a guy. We were just gonna fight a guy that was
Another
like,
guy,
yeah,
9-0.
9-0 with 6 knockouts. But his coach knew John from the amateurs and said, "No, we're gonna lose to him." It was a done deal too, and it was. But this fight we have in February is a big deal.
Yeah.
It's,
And the
this could
matchmaker-
set him off. This
Yeah, the
could be
matchmaker's
fight.
for PBC.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
and that's who was setting up the other fight, and so it's just like, man,
It's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, after this February,
It's
I
a
think
it's a
gonna be
fight full of prospects. So it's like it's a huge deal. Actually, it's a big opportunity. But they all know him. Trust
Yeah.
me, everybody knows Bump Time out there.
Yeah.
I mean, when we go spar, when we go to Bay, everybody knows this guy, man. It's not a secret.
Yeah.
It's just he's really good. So it's a scary fight for anybody. And if I was a coach on another guy, I probably wouldn't take the fight either, to be honest, because you want to build your guys up. That's our problem. So,
But I mean, but he's already like, especially the guy that ducked him. He's already kind of built up 9-0, and he's your 6-0.
yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. To
they
me.
should have took the fight, but we would have beat them. So they were smart. So it was
and
like
it's all risk, no reward.
Well,
for
yeah,
him.
but it's
Yeah.
everything. I mean, everything in life is kind of like a gamble. Let's go back to Elevate. You took a gamble on it, you tried it, and then all of a sudden you found out that it actually worked. Right?
when these guys though, like Jahai Tucker and people like that, they're already signed top rank. They're spoon fed right now. So it's like
Yeah.
they don't have to.
they don't have to.
They don't
take the
have to
fight
do
if
that.
they
You
don't
know what I
want
mean?
Got you.
Eventually, we're gonna get them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Hide forever,
Yeah.
right?
Eventually, we'll get these guys, and that's why our goal. It's not really that. Our goal is to get 12 to be 12-0. Eventually,
They
That's
have
what
to
it is.
fight me.
yeah.
They
Eventually, it's
have
gonna
to.
happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just it's being patient, training, getting better and better, and this guy and we work hard and motivate each other. You know what I mean? This guy keeps me young too, man. You know what I mean? And I love every bit of it, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's amazing, and to watch somebody grow so incredibly is
It's something else.
Oh, it's so man. I've been in sports. I've been in professional athletics, man, for a long time. You know, I'm 45 years old. I've been doing sports since I was 7 years old. I have never seen a talent like John.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've been in the fight game for a long time. I mean, I just posted on my story, man, me fighting back in 2002.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like, the world out there will see John Bump Time Bryant as a champion, world champion.
And that's good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you're preparing for it, and you know what they say, when preparation meets opportunity, you got to just take advantage of it, and you will. I mean,
Yes, sir.
your record
Say-
says it all.
They say that's like half of the quote. They say success is where preparation meets opportunity.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true because the opportunity will come.
Let me write
It
that
will
down so I
come,
could
yeah.
always remember that.
Yeah.
And not forget.
I also, just to jump in, I think it's a couple of different things for John. I think it's patience, because I think a lot of athletes don't have the patience.
Yes.
They try and see what's right there in front of them, and they try and take it maybe sometimes too soon. And so
Way
he's
too
being
soon.
patient. And I think it's also about developing relationships, and that's what John and Joe have been doing with him, and he'll get the right fights.
Hey, I like that. You're very right. Patience is a virtue, and
And
you
these
have
guys
you have
know,
it.
you talk about an awesome sponsor, man. These guys come and watch John spar.
Yeah.
They've seen it firsthand. They come and watch him spar. They
Not only
see
that,
the
he
blood,
jumps
sweat,
in
and
there.
tears.
His cheekers still going. That's funny. That's funny.
And the sparring over there gets intense, man.
Yeah, they go.
does
They
it?
go
They
through
don't
it.
pull back.
Wait,
Yeah.
They don't
where's the
pull
gym
punches.
at?
We're on 13 South in Maine.
Oh,
Yeah. In Salt Lake
just
City.
here.
Yeah.
Wait, so you come all the way out here to do that?
Yeah. So I
Wait.
just recently moved to Salt Lake so I could be closer to the gym.
Word?
There you
Yeah.
go.
What?
More time, less time traveling, more time training.
I did
Yeah.
not know that, Joe.
Yeah.
I need to come through.
You do. Hey, we have a lot of people that come watch the Spark. We got a lot of pros that come in there. We got a lot. Juan Hugera, who was an amazing pro here in Utah too. He's big. He's a bigger guy, but we have a lot of pros. We have a lot of really great fighters that come in and spar.
Interesting.
Like you're like some amazing sparring, huh? It's,
It's
like
cool.
it gets
It's
it
real
gets
cool.
Joe, one more time again. What was the name of the gym?
Die Standing Boxing
Die
Club.
Standing Boxing.
Yeah,
On 13th and Main.
and Maine. Yep.
Okay.
Hey,
I gotta-
fueled by Elevate.
Yes.
Fuel by Elevate. Hey.
Hey, every
No, it's-
sparring day they come fuel everybody, man. These guys
It's
are great.
it's
Yeah.
fuel with passion.
Yeah.
Fuel with passion.
You can feel it when you go in there.
I used to own a clothing company, and our tagline was "Passion is Purpose," and it was called
is.
Soul Pro.
It is.
So yeah, it was. We still passion is purpose, man. We train everything. We don't just train physically. We train mentally. We train everything.
Come
man.
catch them on a Highland football field.
Yeah.
They're throwing
snow.
tires
Yeah.
in the snow. There's
At Highland?
Yeah, Highland.
We do crazy shit.
Yeah. I'm surprised the
not-
police haven't kicked
Yeah.
you out.
Hey,
kicked
they
you out.
came a couple times, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're pulling sleds, they're push-ups, they're running.
You go over there too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Dallas, you be going over there?
to watch.
Okay. I was like, whoa, you be doing that too.
But you know what? When you go watch them, it does inspire you to want to do better.
Yeah.
And so that's why I wanted to spar.
Yeah.
I haven't done it for a long time. They inspired me to do it. I had gloves at home, but
So, like, let's
they
put 'em
weren't
on.
good. They weren't good enough gloves though, because I fell down.
No, they weren't
But
good
no.
enough shoes, I guess.
Yeah,
There we go.
shoes.
We forgot. We
But,
forgot to put the rocks in there. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, when I got home,
next time.
I didn't. I even went out the day before. I went out and bought a mouthpiece, got it all worked up, and then I got the wraps, but I didn't put the wraps on. So when I went home, I was sore on the fronts of my hands. you
Wow.
know. But yeah, so we'll come and we'll support. We'll be where they need to be. We ask where they're at and let us come see, and that way I think it helps John to know that his sponsor does care, but at the same time, he's showing the kids that, hey, look, there's sponsors here watching what you're doing, so let's clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, I want to
You
set
know?
a good example.
Well, the
Nice.
greatest
But-
thing about John too that a lot of people don't know is that they would never know unless you were there seeing is the way he paves the path for these younger boxers out there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got a kid that's a really talented boxer. His name's Dylan. Shout out to Dylan out there.
Dylan
But,
Wayne.
but John's took him under his wing, and it's incredible to see how far of a jump this kid's made. He's one of the best amateur boxers in Utah, bar none, by
He
far.
is the best
probably
amateur
the
in
best, yeah.
Wow.
And it's because, you know what I mean? I'm a coach.
Yeah.
I coach him, but I can't take all the credit, man.
Right.
This guy helps everybody out there, makes them better, and that's what makes him so great. You know what I mean? It's
That's the features of a good team leader, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
So he's your coach, but you're the team leader.
yeah, he's definitely that for
Hey.
sure.
But
Yeah,
when we stand and watch what's going on, we hear what's going on. We hear what coach is saying, do this or do this. But you also see John in there, and he's talking to, okay, now this is what you probably should do, and this is maybe another attack you should look at, and this one's open, So he's leading them by helping that example, But you've got the pro boxer right in front of you.
Yeah.
Why not take the opportunity? But
Definitely.
many people don't,
Yeah.
and they don't see that,
Yeah.
But he's right here. He's not a million miles away where you can't go spar with him and you're looking at him on Instagram or you're looking at his reel or whatever it is. He's right here to take advantage of the example,
Yeah.
and the teaching.
Yeah.
well, and it's cool because at our gym, it's a true. A lot of people say this. Well, yeah, we're family. No, at our gym, it is a family, man. We go
do everything
eat.
together.
We do everything together. We do everything. We're there if somebody needs something. We're there. Everybody.
That's
And John's helped create that, man. That's like one big part about it.
There's nothing like when you could go somewhere, especially a gym, and have that family environment type of feel.
Oh, yeah.
Because you feel welcome. You feel like, okay, I'm within my people. I could be vulnerable, and that's awesome that you guys do that.
Well, they bring real life to it. I mean, a lot of these kids without the gym wouldn't have the same opportunities that they're getting.
Oh, heck no, they'd be
And that's
trouble.
one of the reasons why with Elevate we want to help. We wanna help them.
Definitely, yes, and that's a great thing that that you guys got in contact with each other, and you guys are sticking to this, promoting this Elevate drink. And once again, I think it's great. I think it woke me up. I'm awake.
Yeah, definitely.
So we were coming to spar night one night, Carolyn and I were, and we had some cases with us, and one of the boxers came out, John, your best friends are here.
Who
It
was
kind
that?
of funny. I can't
That was one of
remember.
the kids.
Quarter,
Yeah,
little quarter,
It was
Brian?
quarter highlight.
Because he kept
yeah.
going, can I have a drink? Can I get a drink? Can
Yeah,
I get a
that's
drink?
him, for
And
sure.
John's trying to say, just a minute, just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But then one night I was over there hitting the speed bag, and I can't remember. He's got green gloves. What's his name?
Oh, that's quarter.
Quarter.
Okay.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
he
quarter.
comes up to me. He goes, "That's not how you hit it." So then I stood back and I took a picture and I filmed it, and he was pretty good,
Yeah, he's
Um,
good.
So he showed you how to hit the.
Yeah, so he
He's
showed
11.
me what I'm. Yeah, I was doing my thing, and he was 11. So on my reel, I went and posted him on the reel of what we were doing, and
Hey.
it was kind of fun. So
Hey,
he was excited.
talking about punching bags and stuff, and especially this kid, 11-year-old. What's up with little bump time?
Oh, little bump time.
Hey, he
He's
trains with us too all
Yeah.
the time, man. That kid's a great. He just made it all the way to the finals in nationals.
in the Olympic
USA
qualifiers.
nationals. I was there
Yeah.
with him, and so he made it all the way to,
Yeah.
and he won, but got
He
robbed.
did, yeah.
Oh, for real?
He fought a big name.
Anybody can watch the video. It's the problem with amateur boxing, man. They're pretty biased, but he definitely won the fight. All the way in the finals of USA Nationals, which is a big deal.
Right. Yeah.
So
definitely.
Little Bump
That's
Time's the real
impressive.
deal. You'll see a lot of him in the future. Man.
Yeah, he's
That's awesome.
Yeah.
he's ranked number 2 in the USA now.
Oh,
But
is
he
he?
should
Yeah.
be he should be number 1.
Yeah.
Dang.
But you take a look on John's Instagram,
Mhm.
and he has, isn't it 2 pictures?
Yeah,
you
side by
and
side.
him side by side, mimicking the same moves.
Yeah.
It's really
He's a
it's
little
it's-
version of me.
so-
He's the baby goat.
So that's where we go with John's example.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
He's
and
following.
there's like 20 of those
Kids.
Mhm.
that are look at man. After let me just tell you. So John fought Christian Aguirre, a guy for the Utah welterweight state championship, pro state championship belt, which is a big deal for any state, right?
Right.
It's the pro state championship belt. When John was the exciting fight. John whooped him, right? All rounds won. But after the fight, this will give you a little bit of judgment on his character. After the fight, there was a line of like 100 kids wanting autographs. Their hats, everything, huh? Am I not
Wow.
right? Yeah,
Shirts,
hats, shirts, everything. Kids, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Line.
How
Just-
does that make you feel, bro? Like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man, it's a blessing, man. Like, at first I would always get it like in every gym, like, that I've been in, or when I would go out to spar, like all the coaches would always be like, man, you got so many people looking up to you, man. Like, remember how you move correctly, all that good stuff. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But until like, even now, like I'm a professional now, right? And being able to see that, like every fight, like kids coming up, like, can I get a picture with you? Even now, like when I'm in the mall or
Oh,
I
just
know.
the other day on the New Year's Eve. dude.
yeah. New Year's Eve, we were
Downtown,
out
we were at
downtown.
the Gateway for the New Year's Eve celebration down there.
And
John taking pictures with kids, man.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
people coming up recognizing me, and they're like, dude, like you're an inspiration to me. You're like, dude, like, it's cool. It's cool.
That kind of sets you to kind of be mindful of how you move, like you said, right?
Exactly.
And it's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
it's a dangerous kind of a line you're walking on, man, because any little thing that you do now, you're impacting these kids.
Exactly.
So it's like, does that get frustrating for you sometimes, or?
Oh no, I've always felt like I was on the right path. Like even when I was,
Yeah.
back in the day doing stuff I wasn't supposed to do, I was doing good, like with the money or like setting a good example for the youth.
Well,
I guess
like
you
your
could, yeah.
story, I was listening to the pod a while back, and
Yeah.
you're with you or whatever, and your story is like, it's crazy, bro, because you had to do what you had to do at that time that kind of made you go the
A
wrong
different
way.
direction,
Yes.
yeah, different
And
direction.
so for you to still, what I'm saying, for me at least, I feel like you always had a good heart, and you still have a good heart.
Thank you.
So I think with that right there, like, bro, like you could do big things, and you are doing big things.
Thank you.
But at the same time, like I said, it is for me, I think I would be a little frustrating. Like, damn, I can't do this because of that.
yeah.
For example, you know how Shaq went on Drink Champs? He didn't even drink, right?
Yeah.
Because he's all like, I can't drink because kids are watching me. I
Yeah.
have to lead by example.
Exactly.
So, like, even that, do you drink, by the way?
No, I don't drink at all. Yeah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't
It's
do
like
anything,
Dallas
man.
said, John is who he is. He's genuine. That's
Yeah.
why he doesn't have to try so hard to be something different. He
Gotcha.
just
Yeah.
is. He's like that.
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
he made mistakes, but we all make mistakes.
Oh, definitely.
But I'll tell you what, I'm on his ass, boy.
Are you? Are you? You're the big bro, the coach.
Yeah. And there's teenagers, there's kids that are like, they're drinking, they're smoking, and they're like, yeah, John, this, well, you drink, right? Or you smoke? And I'm like, dude, like, no.
Yeah.
And they're so surprised
Yeah,
by
they're
it,
shocked by
like
it.
my appearance maybe come off different,
Yeah.
But when I tell them, like, why would you even be doing that to your body, bro? Like, why would you do that? If you want to be something, why, like, especially a professional athlete, why would you
Destroy your body.
destroy your body.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, if you want to kick back and all that good stuff, yeah, it's cool. But you can go to a party and just sip on water. You can go to the club and sip on water.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to drink. You can
Yeah.
dance, have fun, man. Dance.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
but I don't knock it. I don't knock drinking. I don't knock, you know what I mean,
Yeah,
any
yeah,
of that
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, just setting that example.
That's I hope like I'm gonna use this for what's it called, a reel per se. But I think you're I wish I would have waited to do a lot of the things that I did back in the day in the sense of drinking, because I started drinking at a young age. I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah, and I've tried it too at a young age.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I wish I would have been more responsible on that. But hey, we live and we learn.
Yeah.
And that's the way life goes. You know what I'm saying? So, but yo, that's great that you're on his ass like you should be. But yeah.
For our listeners that haven't heard Bum Time Story, if you go back and you listen to our episode, I'm not sure what episode it was, but it's the one that says John Bum Time, right?
Yep, it's episode 55.
Episode 55. You go back and listen to that, you'll get the whole spiel.
The whole spill. Yeah,
You
the
can
story.
see, you could catch me in the club drinking some Elevate.
Before and after, right?
Smuggling it in.
Before you had any
Smuggling
pro
it in.
fights, and now like 6-0.
Yeah, yes sir.
I'm
yes,
just
sir.
a believer. I think some people, and it's not just John, you know, not somebody that's gonna, you know, future world champion or anything. I think sometimes people need to be reminded of the possibilities, the things they can accomplish. You know what I mean? And maybe sometimes they need to be reminded 5 times a day, sometimes 1 time a day. Sometimes, man, we as human beings can accomplish major things,
Yeah.
but we allow our thoughts and our mind to take us and distract us from those things, man. You know what I mean? And
Right.
sometimes you need to be reminded. I need to be reminded. I'm lucky I get to work with the people I do because they remind me every day. They keep me on track.
And
man.
Joe texts me every single day. If he misses a day, he'll make sure he gets it the next day. But he texts me every day.
Is it annoying?
No. no,
Family, man.
You know,
It probably is.
It probably is, right? He ain't gonna admit it, right? Come on, Johnny, you could admit it.
Waking up to a text, you know, waking up saying, "Hey, champ, you're gonna be a world champion one day. You're gonna change lives. Everything that you want to do, everything that you wanted to do, and more, you'll accomplish." Like, just reading that stuff every single day motivates me and makes me love Joe so much more, like as a person. So you know, so
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Man, look, I wanna, because we're running out of time here, but real quickly, where can people find you guys again, Dallas and Carolyn? If you guys want to give your handles for even Instagram or the website.
On Instagram, it's just One More Beverages 2022, and it's just the number 1, so just One More Beverages 2022.
Okay.
And you can direct message us there, and we are happy to, you know, give you more information. If you want to just go and try it and order it directly on the website, you just go directly to drinkelevate.com. There are quite a few.
Make sure you put in bump time.
Yeah, put in bump time
On
for
the
your
code,
code because
please.
that makes us look good, makes John look good, and it gives you guys a 15% discount when you order that way. And you know, if there's businesses out there that are interested, we can discuss that with them, you know, separately on what, you know, that kind of pricing is, because that's a totally different ball game.
Let them know the Instagram one more time, because if you follow their Instagram, these guys do a lot of cool stuff. It's not just with us, but they do a lot of other cool stuff.
Yeah.
If you follow them on Instagram,
Okay.
you can see all the other athletes, the people they work with. I follow it. I look at their Instagram all the time. So, I mean,
So
We
yeah,
try and do some fun things. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just One More Beverages 2022.
and I'll put it on you know, on the screen. No, on the screen. Yeah.
And,
so yeah.
and the one thing that I kind of want to say too is, and I know we are running out of time, but
Oh,
we've
you're-
talked a lot about athletes and how Elevate can help athletes and things like that. But it really is the everyday person that can benefit from it in so many different ways. I was talking to our youngest son, who asked to remain nameless, and so he shall. But he says, you know, he says, tell him the story about how, he says, because, you know, when he was growing up, he mows lawns, he mows them for our neighbors and things like that. And he's like, I'll come in and I'll drink that. He says, I won't drink anything else. He says, because that's what makes me feel better after doing something as simple as that, you know? And so it's to help make everybody their best selves
Most
in whatever
definitely.
they're choosing to do.
Yeah, I totally get that. Definitely. Okay, and what about you, Dallas? Your handles? Do you want to give out? Do you have an Instagram yourself, or same thing?
That's the one to go to. Is just One More Beverages 2022. and I manage that.
Yeah,
so.
he does the managing of that, and he does a great job.
And it's cool that you guys do sponsor other athletes as well, not just John, but that's awesome.
I'll
You
tell
kind of
you-
were giving us names.
But he's helped. They have helped get us to other people. I was working with John one day. Next thing I know, a guy comes up, and again, this is a pro MMA fighter, and he goes, "Are you John Bump Time?" Next thing I know, I go, "Well, I'm not. I'm a third wheel. I might as well go back in the car, No, but again, adults recognizing it's the kids. But when I saw that, and next thing I know, John brings me over and puts me in the circle, and is like, okay, and
That's
so now
awesome.
we're doing some things for him, but it's because of John.
Yeah.
It's relationships.
It's his relationship, but it's also how he's built.
Yeah.
He's built to be that person. He's
Gotcha.
built to have kids, almost 60-year-olds, be his friend, and he can talk to us all.
Hey.
It doesn't matter what age, he can talk to us all. And that's what I find myself at any age. I feel like I can relate to people,
Gotcha.
But again, there's just one more beverages, 2022. Put the code in of Bump Time when you're making your order. And that way you get the credit, but then John gets the credit as well for our corporate side of our business.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
that's really what we want.
Joe Bish, you want to give people your handles?
Mine's Joe Bish, B as in boy, ISH 12, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
the one.
Cool.
Yeah, 1, 2.
You
And
can
then-
follow me, but it's a little crazy on my Instagram, man. Let me tell you.
You might want to get a sweater when you follow him because he'd be outside working out in the snow.
I saw him doing that the other day. I said he had kettlebells and a barbell and weights, and I'm
shirtless.
going
Yeah.
and shirtless. You're exactly right.
Hey, I read somewhere that you burn more calories like that, so I thought I'd give it a try. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll leave that up to you. You can burn all the calories you want. I'll stick with my shirt, man. Nah,
Amen.
but that's
so I think
awesome.
with all of us here, are you going to do it again?
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I just need to know that. We got it on record.
Yeah, we got it on record. There you go. Also, your gym, where's it located and what's the name
so
of
the
it?
gym, Die Standing Boxing Club. We're on 13th South and Main Street. You could just, if anybody wants to get into it, they're looking to box. They want to, do amateur boxing. They want to watch. They want to see anything. They can always hit me up on Instagram, message me.
Okay.
Man, my passion and my purpose in this life, man, is to really help people overcome and succeed in life, man. And I know it. I've never been more sure about something in my entire life. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, man.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. John, you, man, give your handles, man. Let the people know where they can reach you. And you guys probably already have his handles.
Yeah.
Wait,
So you guys can
everybody
follow
loves
me.
his handle.
Yeah. You guys can follow me on Instagram at JohnMight69her. JohnMight69her. Yeah, and then follow me on Facebook and at John Bryant.
Oh, wow.
Can't forget that one.
Heck yeah.
Hey,
heck yeah.
that's awesome, man. Man, John, you're invited here anytime, as well as you guys as well. Elevate,
you.
you guys are
Thank you,
welcome
thank you.
anytime.
Yeah.
Love to
Thank
come
you guys. Yeah, definitely. And before we do leave, one quick question that we're gonna go around and ask is because it's a question that we like to ask
Love
here
it.
on the Lake Talk 801 is where is one local spot that you guys like to go to eat here in Salt Lake City or Utah in general? And let's start with Joe.
I'm not going to use the same one as I.
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a rule.
Yeah, that's a rule. Yeah. If not, if you do, we're gonna send you outside so you could work out with your sweater on this time.
Because we know he ate there too many times.
Actually, my new spot that I really like going to, and it's because of the people there, man. It's like so fun, and the environment's fun. They're really welcoming. It's sushi, but it's called Kobe Sushi. It's up in Olympus Hills.
Okay.
Yeah, and that place, man, the people there, it's great. I love that place. I go there at least once a week, man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. Awesome.
Kobe Sushi in Olympus Hills.
Kobe sushi. Okay. I'm expecting
Far
an
east
invite.
side, man.
No, I'm joking. I'm
Yeah.
joking.
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will go with Fratelli's. It's an Italian restaurant on 8600 South and 13th East. It's locally owned, and they make the best gnocchi around.
Hey, Fratelli's. Okay. Awesome. Did she steal yours?
No, I thought she was going
I
to.
left that one for you. I know where you're going. You want me to say it?
Why would you say it at the same time? I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, and you guys say it at the same time. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
La Costa.
Oh,
Oh,
You
damn.
Lacoste.
We'll say
Excuse
two.
me?
We'll say two.
Oh, okay.
So La Costa, it's on about 8600 South and 7th East.
Okay.
Great.
Nice.
Edgar, he's great.
Awesome.
But I got taken there one time, and that's about the only place I go for.
La Costa.
What kind of food is that?
Is it La Costa or was it?
La Costa is a good one too. That one's actually on 94th and 7th. Now we're going.
Now I'm giving you too many.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
But what is that? Mexican food?
It's Mexican food.
Yeah.
And it is. It's really
It's
great.
the one on 7th East.
I know the one on 7th East. It's like the name is escaping me right now.
But there's also this crepe place called
Dalley's Crepes.
Dalley's Crepes.
These crepes.
It's
I heard of
on
that.
like
It's
West Temple and
About 2800 South.
2800 South.
Is grape like a pancake or something?
A crepe
Yeah.
is like a
Yes,
pancake.
it is. A
But-
flat
but you-
pancake.
but you
We
fill
must
it with-
educate him.
But you fill it with like Black Forest ham, avocado,
Ooh, yummy.
and things like that, and
Or
it's just
raspberries,
fantastic.
chocolate, and whipping cream.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
you
what she
guys-
did.
Do you guys have to say it too?
No, we
What
don't.
is it?
Why? What's that?
We're exempt from that.
We're exempt for that question. Yeah, we really are. Go ahead, John.
we never say it really.
Yeah, I forget who I
'Cause
said
we're-
last
What's the
time.
champion?
We're trying to
what do you
learn.
eat, man?
Oh,
You guys are giving us the info.
Yeah, so
What is
last
bump
time,
time? Eat.
I think the last time I'll give them a little shout out to Mo Bettas.
Okay.
I think Mo Bettas is one of my favorite spots. But besides that, man, if you're looking for like about the same, is Island Grinds. Man.
Yeah.
Island Grind.
Yeah,
So you
Island
like-
Grinds in West Valley.
Hey.
So we have a little.
On 56.
So just to,
yeah,
just to let you know,
56
we have a
hours.
little tradition after every weigh-in.
Oh yeah. Oh,
You gotta throw that out there.
with the
Because he weighs in the night before he fights, right? And every time we weigh in, we go eat somewhere.
we gotta hit
Before?
up Olive
No,
Garden.
after.
Right after the weigh-in, before the fight though. The fight's the next day.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hit Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
Olive
Hey.
Garden.
You get some pasta in you?
Yeah,
You
we
know
get
what?
some pasta and some chicken.
I love
Unlimited
breadsticks.
I love
breadsticks.
Olive Garden.
Yeah.
I love Olive Garden, but you know what I'm saying? That's Mexican food to me.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Mexicans
Why is
making
that?
it?
Yeah, because there's Mexicans in the back making it.
Okay. You can almost say that about everything.
That's true, bro. You're right.
In fact, the Kobe sushi that I just said,
Oh,
up
there's-
they're the best guy that makes the sushi is
He's
Mexican.
Mexican?
Yeah.
So
And
this
he's
was
so good at it.
I think Dallas remembers, right?
Yes.
Los Garcia.
Los Garcias.
Yeah, it's on the east side of 700 East, and it's about 8600 South. That's where Edgar is.
Yeah, okay. Awesome.
Garcia.
Good stuff.
That's,
Well, hey.
that's it.
We want to thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
For sharing this water with us. Elevate. Man, I can't wait to try it out. Like I told you, I am going to try it out. Yeah, you brought us some, so thank you so much for that.
And
both of you.
I challenge everyone listening to try it, man. This is really good stuff. Like I said, it's hard to explain. I did get a feeling when I drank this, and I can only imagine what drinking this on a regular basis would do. So yeah, I challenge anyone listening to actually try this Elevate water.
It works.
It's the world's first and only super water. So yeah, check it out.
Definitely,
Thank you.
especially if John is trying it and it's working for him. I mean,
Yeah.
damn, that's proof right
I
there.
mean, 6-0, you can't
Proof
deny
in the
that.
pudding.
Yeah, exactly. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. And
Before you do that,
Yeah.
our podcast is sponsored by Bohemian Brewery, crafting Utah's finest lagers since 2001. Our favorite is their Mexican-style lager, Cerveza, smooth, easy drinking, and literally perfect for any occasion. Thank you, Salt Lake City. Good night.
good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you for listening. Join us next time on the Lake Talk.